All right, welcome back. With all due respect, I am with Senator Chargei and Senator Ledama, and we'll be discussing the question of nominations and the party nominations that are upcoming. And usually these nominations are chaotic. We've seen them being problematic. To be fair, this side of the coalition has changed many times, but ODM has been stuck with these nomination sort of problems for a very long time. From where you sit as both a member of ODM and someone who's prominent in the ODM side of things, looking at the comments, no one really has, I would say confidence that ODM will manage this process and come out of it.
Let me assure our members that our political party has come of age, and this year's nomination will be free and fair. And ideally, if you were to ask me, we should avoid nominations as much as we can.
Universal suffrage.
Yes, we should use consensus. You should use opinion polls to be able to have the right candidates. Because nominations, although we have attempted to make sure that they run smoothly, with the amendment of the political parties bill, with the new act now, where it's only members of that political party who can be able to participate in the nomination, or where the coalition partners are doing a joint nomination, then members of, like for instance, Jubilee and ODM, they can be able to come together with a certified register of men, yeah, or men and women who subscribe to that political party. So really this year, I believe that wherever we're going to be able to hold our nominations, we'll be able to take care of them. I want to assure members of the Azimio fraternity that our Azimio is an institution has so many cubicles inside, whereby if you don't fit in one, you can be accommodated in another one. So whoever doesn't get a ticket, like let's say if Olekena was going in a nomination with someone else, and the people of Narok decides that he's not the right candidate for us, and they choose somebody else, if we were to have consensus, then of course whoever is defeated will be accommodated, because we want to be able to have a win-win formula for all of us.
Gentlemen, how did we end up with this shell of parties and this sort of situation where we have everyone walking in and they do an NDC with a party, but we didn't know like it's one individual and the rest are just,
Are you sure you're asking that question?
I think,
how did you end up here?
We don't, in Africa, we don't build institutions. And that has been the problem, because when you look at the modern and established democracies, political parties are institutions that have ideological beliefs. Like, for example, where he has stayed for long in the US, when you belong to Democrats, the ideals that believes you to belong to that formation. When you belong to the Republican, it is ideology that has been ingrained. And the way those parties are run are institutions. I think as a country, we still have a long way to run an institutions, parties as institutions. I know, for example, here in Tanzania, they have really tried with is it Chama cha Mapinduzi? They have really tried like the one we have in China and what have you. The moment we will ensure political parties are run as institutions, number one. Number two, anyway, in Africa, we don't work with institutions, we work with individuals anyway. So number two, another issue that we'll need to look at is the ideology. Why should I belong to a particular party? Is it because somebody leading it likes me, or I like that person? Right. Is it because they have the same beliefs as me? What defines that? And I think I agree with you.
So why are you in UDA, for instance? Like, give me your ideology. Why are you in UDA?
The reason I'm in UDA, for example, is one, I believe in its party leader, because he has
individual.
For example, as a party leader, we just gave him a note a few weeks ago. I believe in him because he's the best presidential candidate that will thrash the Azimio candidate in August, God willing. Number two is the ideals and principles of UDA.
I like the way he dreams
for example, as in UDA, we are